I'll get him off the mic. Get him off. What's up, and welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. We are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Dia.
And we are at the final episode of Cobra Kai Season 4. This episode is called The Rise.
Yep.
Yo, this last episode, it did me in. Number one, it was very entertaining because, again, I felt like we were watching a real tournament in a sense, but just to see the roller coaster of emotions going on here, like you've got Robbie having to fight Kenny, God, Daniel getting mad at Sam for winning her match using Eagle Fang techniques, which the audacity in my head, and then of course Miguel hurting his back, and I hope that is not as serious as it sounded, because that was a full
I'm gonna yell out.
Yeah. And again, that guy, there's something about the way he emotes. Like, I feel that shit. So I was like, oh, I think when it actually happened, I like threw my arms up and was like, shit.
You did.
Like, just like when he fell and I thought he was dead when he broke his back. But that was crazy. So yeah, I kind of expected something big to happen, but again, it was still a surprise.
Yep.
One thing you had pointed out was the way that Kreese was able to trigger Robbie,
right,
and turn him into a straight up soldier, because that's what it looked like. It sounded like, what was that movie called? Universal Soldier.
Yep.
That's basically what it looked like to me.
Yep. That's exactly what it was. Which, as I had mentioned, in the last commentary, it was very similar to what we used to see Kreese, or in the Karate Kid movie, we saw Kreese do to Johnny. Same exact thing. So we've already established that Kreese has the ability to activate and deactivate his people and use them for the way he needs to. Yeah.
And again, that's an effective trait, quality, or skill to have in the military. But dog, like, we not in the war no more.
War is over.
Like, we not in the war no more. So I'm really excited to get to this. We still got Tori and Sam.
Yeah.
And
it's coming. It's coming.
I'm ready for that. So
yeah, me too.
All right. Yeah. So jumping into episode 10, I want to thank everyone who's been rocking with us for this series. Again, we go in for Cobra Kai. This has been so fun. First reacting with Mo and now with Dia. We're coming to the end of it, but it doesn't have to be the end. You all can always stay down in a conversation. And of course, there's going to be more series coming. So again, thank you to everyone who likes and supports this channel. It truly is the best way to help us grow, help us get picked up by the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you are new, please hit the like button if you're digging a reaction, and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the new content. Honestly, I know that I've got a couple of movie reactions that I've kind of kept on the back end. We're continuously doing more lives. Just basically, again, we thrive on that audience interaction. So some of our movie reviews that are coming up will be live streams where you guys can get in on a conversation. And again, you never know. Some days I just feel like doing stuff, and I might be like, hey, Dia, you want to watch this with me? Hey, you want to watch this? So again, hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date. Cool? All right, episode 10, The Rise, Cobra Kai, season finale for season 4. We ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Ooh, so it picks up in the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's old dude.
Stingray.
Stinkray.
Oh, wow.
You better press charges. Look. Yeah, he got money. You can get paid, homie.
I need you to relax, please. You know who you are?
Now he wanted to be in the dojo that bad.
Yeah.
Call that detective. Tell Miss John Doe is awake.
Yo, did he dump him on the street?
I don't even know. I wish I knew how he got there.
like it's just a pulled muscle.
Does that mean that I can keep fighting?
No.
Let the pain guide you. If it's telling you to sit this one out, I'd listen.
How's it feel now? Not bad, just a little sore.
Sounded like his back broke in half.
Yeah. He needs those Miyagi hot hands he used to do, remember?
Uh-huh.
Kenny, boy, you in the wrong place.
Saw your match out there.
Kenny don't look like he done forgave him.
Mm-mm.
What do you want?
I guess I just wanted to say that.
That breathing.
Sorry for all the shit I did. And, you know, it wasn't cool, and I guess I was just trying
To
to.
impress your friends.
Wrong.
Baby.
Wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine what it must have felt like.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and
Tell me how it felt.
not great.
Then you wouldn't know, because no one's ever been such a piece of shit to you.
You need to run.
Maybe it's time you found out. Feel the puzzle and get up. Get it.
Kenny, it's enough.
Kenny is clearly displacing his anger.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? Just getting payback on the kid who thought he could bully me and get away with it.
Anthony LaRusso was your bully?
You hear that? Get ready for high school next year, because you're going to be in a world of pain.
This is not
Baby.
No mercy.
Pull him back, Robbie.
Leave me alone!
You shouldn't have had your little ass back there.
I know, and then that runoff was dramatic too.
But again, the entitlement to think.
You can walk in the locker room and they just got through fighting and lost.
Right. And I'm just supposed to accept your apology.
I don't know if I could do this. You can do whatever you want if you want it bad enough. Everything you've learned, everything you've been through, it's just a warm-up for this moment. It's now or never. If we lose, I'm not your sensei anymore. You want that?
Nigga, like, I don't care about this shit. I just want you to love me.
Right.
Show me you're not a kid anymore. Show me you're ready to be a man. You do that?
No. No. That's toxic. No.
Oh, because he agreed to it.
That he played that card. And he basically just did what Kreese did to him.
It's manipulation.
And again, it's well intentioned. The emotion behind it is well intended, but the execution sucks.
Right.
Miguel Diaz has 1 minute to return to the match.
I don't want him to come back. I hope he doesn't come. Ooh, the suspense. Y'all really gonna do the full countdown? Y'all not gonna speed it up for us?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Well, it looks like Miguel Diaz is not gonna fight. The winner by default is Eli Moskowitz. He will face Robbie Keane.
Oh,
So Miguel is out.
yeah.
Last year's champ.
It's finals time. Good luck to all of our fighters. Let's go.
Sorry, but I'm rooting for Robbie.
Really? Robbie's been activated.
Ready, fight.
This is gonna be a good match, though.
I can already tell.
Time out.
What the fuck?
He knows all my moves.
Put him on defense.
Daniel, you a bitch. Look,
That wasn't nothing motivating.
we could have been doing this shit from the beginning. Like,
Fight.
That is true, though. We forget that
Yeah.
Hawk was in Cobra Kai.
yeah. And he was there longer than Robbie, so.
Oh,
Oh, shit. I did not come to play. I came to kill.
Point wins. Good luck. Fight.
ooh.
Nice. Ooh.
Look at Kenny's face.
Oh, come on, Robbie. Like, I get it, though.
No point.
Cardio.
It was a good fight, though.
It is, man.
Point.
Got him.
Winner.
Damn, man.
That was a good. fight.
That was straight up. That was an Eagle Fang move, though.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was. You know, he needed that win.
He did.
really-
I'm not mad at him for winning. No, Amanda. No.
Yeah, guess it all comes down to the final match. Spoke to Dr. Hillier.
Yeah, she helped me find a volunteer to help with my mom. Thanks, I owe you for that.
Look
You
at
can pay me
this.
back now
What she was ask her?
by making sure Sam doesn't get hurt.
How can I promise?
I'm not asking you to back down. I want you to play by the rules. Okay, I'm gonna go out there and
Manipulation
look for my
again.
dad.
Yeah,
We see manip-
I don't like that.
I know. That's why I told you I have I don't like her. I don't like her and LaRusso. They manipulate a lot.
Yeah.
They do.
I appreciate her, but her approach isn't any better than
It's not. It's not.
like no reason she should have been back there talking to Tori before this match. That's fucked up.
It's a way to get in her head.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
You and I may be set in our ways, but these kids, they can learn from both of us because I cared so much about honoring Mr. Miyagi's legacy. But I see some of what you teach can be good sometimes. I'm sorry I didn't realize that sooner.
Sorry, too.
What do you say we team up again?
Easy.
These two bitches.
What?
But see, I don't like how it's always at Daniel's convenience. Like,
It is.
because Johnny tried harder than Daniel did. Well, I felt like that, so.
Ready? And fight!
We're like, what?
Right.
You did what?
Right.
With who?
Fight!
I'm attacking, but it's not working.
Use everything you've learned from me and Sensei Lawrence.
That's right. Every now and then.
What does that mean? Every now and then.
Every
Like,
now and then he's right, but I ain't seen it yet, Johnny, so I don't want to hear it. Look.
Fight! Point!
Throw. Damn. Ooh, that was a good throw.
No, it was an accident.
Go to your sensei.
You're right.
Yeah, she got me good.
She comes in like that again. Give her a shot to the other eye.
Accident. I don't need to cheat to win.
Since when do you disobey an order?
Let her do what she wants. This is your fight now, so whatever happens, it's up to you.
we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
Fight! Point! Winner!
Give it up for your first female.
He did good, Sam.
Tori Echo!
Tori needed this win, though.
She did. And I want to see how Sam reacts after this.
And still the baddest dojo. Cobra Kai!
It's still the baddest, don't you?
Right.
I almost thought you were gonna back out of our deal a few times. Wait, no one suspects a thing.
Wow. I wish she hadn't seen that.
But you know, she needs to see that.
Yeah.
So we can be the precursor to all things in season 5.
There's an overarching theme here. We'll get to it.
Yay!
Bobby, what
A
happened?
moment.
Moving to a new location.
Kicked ass today.
Yeah,
It's just a match.
and I had all this hate inside of me,
Robbie with the breakthrough.
Mhm.
and I thought I could use Cobra Kai to control that. But it just made things worse, and it's never gonna get better.
Don't blame yourself, you blame me.
I'm sick of blaming you, Dad.
Oh,
Thank Jesus.
damn time.
Like, for real, man.
It's gonna be alright.
Oh, Robbie needed to cry.
Mhm.
How long is this shit gonna last, though? You know,
Right.
nothing.
Well, now it's Miguel's turn to be announced. It sounds like he done skipped town, going to look for his daddy or something. I don't know.
To Cobra Kai.
The #1 dojo.
Oh, Lord. What's about to happen now?
You remember when you asked me what I thought your weakness was? It's Johnny Lawrence. Everyone has a weakness, John.
Right.
Mine is you.
Is you.
Ooh, that's some insight.
Mm-hmm.
I have been your strength ever since Vietnam.
There it
Here
is.
it is.
How many times do you expect me to repay that debt before we
Hmm.
swear?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
You do.
Oh, dude. John Doe. Oh, my God.
This can't hurt you any.
Give me his name.
promise you.
Oh wow.
Terry's gonna have him take the fall.
Who has manipulated who?
Yeah.
You want to be Cobra Kai? I'll make you Cobra Guy, but you gotta do something for me. His name is
Oh wow.
Kreese. John Kreese.
God damn, man.
I'm shedding my weakness.
John Kreese, you're under arrest for aggravated assault and attempted murder.
John, what did you do?
Creased through the elbow.
I'm sure I can dig up an old friend or two to help out with Cobra Kai while you deal with your
Oh shit.
legal problems.
I am Cobra Kai.
Put him in the car.
Oh my god.
Twist. What a twist.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Show him the note.
He ran away. Yeah.
I'm sorry for leaving a note like this. The last few months have been a roller coaster. I convinced myself that I could get over all of that, but I was wrong. I'm still not sure who I want to be. Sensei was scared to find out the truth about his past, and overcoming that fear is the fight I have to face. I need to meet my father. I'll be safe, and I'll be back soon. I love you, Mom.
I don't know what else to do.
I'm gonna find him and I'll make sure he's safe.
There's something I didn't tell you about my ex-husband. He
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
know Miguel exists.
Oh shit.
I just want my baby back home safe.
I'll make sure of it. I promise.
Telenovela.
Did everything I thought was right.
Oh god.
I even put aside my rivalry and teamed up with Johnny. None of it worked. I know this isn't your fight, but will you help me finally put an end to Cobra Kai?
Chosen.
He always looks like he's so constipated.
But that's my guy though. That's my
Oh,
guy.
I love it. The way he ran off in Karate Kid too. It's like so epic. It makes the whole movie.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
What an ending.
What
Woo.
an ending indeed. Like there's so much I feel like there's so much that happened and so much to unpack here.
Woo. Yeah.
Jesus. All right, so starting with Miguel, I kind of figured he was gonna I figured he was gonna bail and go find his dad. I felt like they set that up pretty early with that conversation that he had with Johnny Lawrence about fathers and father figures and all that stuff. And then everything that's happened in between there. I think we kind of saw that coming. Not to say it's definitely setting up a pretty good twist here, because we do remember Carmen saying his father was a bad guy, but now saying that he doesn't even know he exists. Miguel, you don't know what you walking into, homie.
I know, right?
You know? So that's crazy. Some of this is connected because I'm gonna go on a rant.
Right. Well, start at the beginning. Let's start in the beginning when
Walk me through this. You guide me here because my brain is like pew 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 right now.
So let's start at the beginning. So it begins, so season 9 ends with we see Miguel flat on his back with an injury. Season 10 opens, not season 10, episode 10.
Yeah, I got you.
Opens up with we see the doctor saying, hey, it's just a poor muscle. You need to listen to your body. Right. If your body tells you don't. If you feel like going back out there, do. So then we see the countdown of the clock. It's on Miguel. I already said in the beginning, Miguel looked like he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
He was already defeated before he even stepped into All Valley. So then we see the clock run out and Miguel doesn't return. So thoughts on that?
I knew he wasn't going to go out, and I didn't want him to. Like you said, he did not want to be there, but the speech that Johnny gave him was so toxic in terms of the be a man shit. I don't like when you put that on young men, because it makes them feel like they have to put their bodies or their mental stability at risk for the sake of being a man. And not for nothing, some of y'all who got that treatment, who are in y'all's 40s right now, need to sit down. Y'all got so much stuff going on with you right now. seeing that from a kid up to this point, seeing how some of those people turned out, let them be, you know, just let them be. And then for him, it's doubly dangerous because his back is jacked up, you know. Don't go out there and hurt yourself. So I was glad he didn't come out there. I didn't want him to, but it also gave an opportunity for someone else to step up who needed that win more, which was Hawk. You know, I discount Hawk sometimes because I forget that he was Cobra Kai, then Eagle Fang, and now Miyagi-Do. He's got a pretty well-rounded skill set in all three styles.
He does.
That nobody else has.
Having said that, I'm going to always talk about the dynamics between and the similarities between Johnny and Kreese. The way that Kreese coach, you know, taught, and the way that Johnny does is so similar because you know, you're saying that the speech he gave Miguel was so toxic. Well, we see in Karate Kid
Part 1, we see
Kreese give several toxic speeches to his kids. So so many similarities, you know.
But there's a difference here, which we kind of saw with Kreese this time around. Johnny has always kind of had that sympathy aspect. I feel like he never went as far as Kreese in terms of how toxic he got, I'll say. But I was surprised to see Kreese offer that sympathy to Tori. I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised. I feel like, again, she's almost like Johnny Lawrence was to him. And it's, again, at the end of the day, the way he teaches is fucked up, but I feel like the intention behind it isn't as nefarious. He truly wants his number one students to win, and he called it with Johnny. He said, I knew you would go into a spiral if you lost that match. And he didn't lie. So,
and it's so interesting because then it makes you see Kreese in a different light of, you know, does he really have, even back then, did he really have Johnny's best interest at heart? But he just didn't know how to go about teaching him that lesson without being so toxic to the buildup of who he became. So,
and I think that's a safe thing. Like, I hear this all the time. And even when I'm trying to relate to younger kids, like, there's always this thing of like, how's the best way to do that? Because I don't want to damage them. You know what I mean? But a lot of times it really is trial and error. You know, some things that come across your desk, you don't know how to handle, and you got to feel it out. I feel like maybe he really hasn't had that full, this is all he knows. All he knows is the military, and he took that and brought it out of the war in the military and tried to apply it here, and clearly it did not work, you know? So it built some good skill sets, but at the end of the day, damaged goods is damaged goods, you know?
Very true.
Maybe he's changing the cycle with Tori. He did kind of tell him, he was like, this is your fight. You've gotten here. You fight it the way you want to. And I was happy to see that happen. But then the end, Terry done rigged it. And it's just kind of like, God dang, man.
Hey, but before we go that far, though, let's back up.
All right.
So what do you think about the Kenny Anthony scene in the locker room where Anthony clearly has been thinking through some of his ways and maybe haven't been fair, and he chooses that time, that moment when we see Kenny in the locker room trying to recover to go apologize, and it doesn't go the way he thinks it is?
He shouldn't have been back there. He should not have gone back there. That was not the time to do that. If there is a time to do that, you should have just let it rest, honestly. But at the end of the day, also with Kenny, so after that match, like you said, he's got displaced anger because number one, he lost. Number two, his mentor, you know, kind of didn't, how do I want to say it? He was just another on the street at that point, you know, that he had to be. So he was mad about that. He carried his ass back there. He already had it in for you and you deserved it. But Kenny, I kind of wanted him to whoop their ass and be done with it, but we're not getting that. And we'll get to it later, but that's the turning point for Robbie, because he and like he said, I had every intention of taking him under my wing and not letting him go as far as he's gone, and it's too late almost.
And it did not work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Yep.
Yeah. So, but but in terms of him, Anthony going back there, hey, that's nice you want to apologize, shit, but this shit just happened a while. Like, it didn't happen like 2 years ago. This shit is still fresh for me. And if you think you coming near me without me getting in that ass, you are the entitlement you must have to think that I'm supposed to forgive you on your time.
Yeah. And just the threat alone of wait till we get to high school.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't threaten him all the way up into the future.
Right.
Like I'm on your ass.
Right.
Like, we grow past this. I'm on your ass in high school.
And the way he emoted that was on site. He was letting you know, this is on site. I haven't even gotten started with you. You think this hurts?
And so, I feel like there's going to be a build up to Anthony getting into his dad's dojo at some point, because I mean, at this point, Kenny didn't threaten to basically try to end his life in a number of ways. What Anthony gonna do? What's Anthony gonna do?
And what they've done here, I just thought of it. They've created like blood feuds. Like, this is like,
he threatened him for years to come. Like, what, you think this is bad?
Wait, Kenny said, this is light work. You wait.
So it's on. You know, Anthony got to step up, or he got to back down.
Yeah, y'all need to put him in private school.
I know, right? Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So the Hawk Robbie fight.
That was a fight. That was a good fight. That was a really good fight.
Yeah. Hawk needed that. He needed the fight, and he needed the win.
Yeah.
I like the way they did that.
And I think we've seen it, glimpses of it throughout the season, but even like in terms of the fight, you kind of saw an evolution of Robbie. This shit isn't that serious.
I mean, you see several times during episode 10 where Robbie is really questioning, like, you can tell, even though he doesn't say it, like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Like, what is this all for? Like, he's got his wheels spinning, like, you know, I have nowhere else to be. I can't be over here, Eagle Fang. I can't be here. I'm here, but why am I here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, but yeah, like you said, Hawk, man.
He needed that.
He needed that, and he did well. And again, I forgot sometimes that he is probably one of the more skilled fighters when it comes to all 3 styles and teachings, I guess I'll say. So he probably knows when to pull whatever it needs to come out. And we saw him do that in this fight. So
Right.
So
yeah. So moving on. My favorite part of the whole episode was the conversation between Silver and Kreese right before the takedown. And he tells him, you know, everybody has a weakness.
Yeah.
Ooh, Johnny, was your weakness.
Yeah.
But you know what my weakness is? You. Oh.
Yeah.
It was the best, because, you know, Silver's telling him, like, I've learned you, but I've also learned me. And I've learned you're my weakness, so I have to get you out of my way.
I had to eliminate the weakness. Now, remember in the previous episode, I said, why do I feel like he did that on purpose? To let him know, or to give him a hint. I know, or maybe even just confirm with himself. Yeah, Johnny is your weakness.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, man.
Yeah. But you know, it's like that almost pissed Silver off that there was confirmation that Johnny was his weakness when he lured Johnny to the dojo.
Yeah.
Beat his ass. You know, it's like he knew it, but it's like when he saw it, it's like he went into revenge mode.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like a dysfunctional, abusive marriage.
It's like,
do something to me, I'm gonna do something to you back.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you down.
Look,
Like it's like a woman scorn. Like he took him
you,
down.
I done kept your books. I done kept this motherfucker ready. You had an audacity, the nerve to tell me that I'm not your weakness. 732. All that was missing was the car and the snap. Like,
Exactly. And Kreese was so he it was so unexpected because Kreese is like, he's not used to he's used to doing the double crossing.
Yeah.
He's not used to being double cross.
yeah.
He's not used to being in that position of weakness. So you just saw it all over his face, just like a slap in the face. Well, then he tried to do with a little weak elbow, that didn't connect. But he's just like, damn, how did this happen? But you see Kreese in another moment of weakness because we saw it in season 1 whenever Johnny found out he was homeless and he was, so we saw another moment of weakness with Kreese. So it's like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
At this point, Terry's his enemy.
Basically, and Terry, like, honestly, through all of that, how do I want to say this? I can't figure out how I want to say this, but he played the long game here. And he did basically what he was teaching the students to do. When it comes to, they think you're weak, what they think doesn't matter. No, what they think absolutely matters. You let them think what they want. So when your strength, it's time to show your strength, they're stunned as fuck. That's exactly what happened with Kreese. Silver played that role. And then hit him with the uppercut. And it was like, there's nothing you can do at this point. Because when dude woke up in the hospital and then we saw the police lights, I was like, he kept saying, so you want to be in Cobra Kai. And this is what he had him do.
Yeah, manipulation. Lots of manipulation, lots of manipulation.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Terry Silver, man. He really went off the deep end, and I was hoping he didn't, but it's making for a fantastic show.
Yeah, Terry's character definitely brought it this season. The addition of him. Yeah. All right, so Cam, the ending.
Hold on, because I got to get to my rant too, also, because it's all connected. My rant is again with the LaRussos. Amanda had no business carrying her ass back there before that match, messing with Tori. Now, in the end, Tori did what she was going to do, and it was actually the right thing. Even with the accidental elbow, she was like, no, I didn't mean that, and her kind of stepping up like, hey, I don't need to cheat to win. I'm confident in my ability as a fighter to win this on my own. So I didn't like the fact that Amanda went back there because, it is almost a form of deactivation. Like, hey, I let you back in school. I'm not saying I go easy, but that's what you saying, basically. And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And it's the overarching thing of, and somebody said that this is where things got a little bit, I don't want to say weird for me, but clear for me, just as an adolescent growing up to an adult. People tell you to play by the rules, but the people who tell you that are not playing by the rules. And I feel that's what the LaRussos do. Right. They pick and choose when the rules apply to them and when they don't apply to them. Just like Daniel now using Eagle Fang because he's at risk of losing the tournament. It wasn't good enough in the moment, but now when your reputation and the future of your dojo is going down, all of a sudden Johnny's style is good enough for you. And I don't like that. So I don't like that that trait that these characters, these LaRussos have, because it's bullshit.
Right. But we do see with the addition to Danny's wife.
Amanda.
I can't even remember her name. Amanda's presence in Tori's
has made a difference.
In her storyline has made a difference because we've seen it for Tori. Just the fact that she sees in her something like, oh, this girl has got this pitiful story. Like, let me help out in whatever I can. And then by her talking to her, even though it was the wrong time, wrong place, to be like a reminder, hey, this is what I've done for you, or remember, you still see it deactivating
Mm-hmm.
Tori out of fight mode, but it also you see her activating some
Yeah.
compassion from Tori because we
Yeah.
saw that on the mat whenever she was out there with Sam. So,
I mean, it's
you
not
know,
it's not a bad thing. I think timing and execution though with the LaRussos, like with a lot of people, a lot of characters in this show, it's just like, why would you choose to do that now?
right.
But anyway, but just to think about Tori, just how far she's come just from the beginning of the season. This literally the first time we saw her smile where there wasn't bloodlust behind it was last episode. So
Right.
I'm happy to see that with her.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
brings us to Robbie. I was so happy to see that communication between him and Johnny.
Oh, him and his dad. Yeah. That
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
That made me so happy because I feel like that needed to happen.
Yeah.
And I think everybody expected. Well, here was the argument in the comments. Robbie needs to be open-minded, blah, 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 blah. Robbie didn't fuck up here. Like, Robbie's the child.
He's a kid. Yeah.
So you can't come to him and say, I'm sorry, and expect him to forgive you like that, or expect that trust to be instantly built. You have to go on Robbie's time. And I think there was a few instances in this season where Johnny had prime opportunities to do what he needed to do to start building that trust, and he missed the mark. So to see them get to this point and to see him like start treating him the way he treats Miguel
Right.
was nice. And maybe that was kind of a learning opportunity based on what happened with Miguel, because them poor children, man.
That episode was that part in that episode was very necessary.
Yeah.
Long overdue.
I don't think the audience and the fans would have liked to gone into season 5 with this still happening between him and Robbie.
Right.
It would have got old and tired. But now Miguel is on the outs. So
Well, Miguel missing shit.
yeah.
The ending. Thoughts.
I don't know how I feel right now, actually.
Well, okay.
A lot has happened here, so I'm like, I'm glad Chosen is here, but I need Daniel LaRusso. I feel like even with Sam, like there's like I need them to tighten up their parenting skills, because there was no concept of, and again, it's going into the ramp of, hey baby, you don't get to win everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I was in my rowdy days and I used to get into a lot of fights, there had to be a come to Jesus with me. Hey, you're not going to win all of these. You need to calm that shit down.
Right.
Noted. Stop. So the fact that they don't know how to handle that type of stuff, that's bothersome for me, but even more bothersome that Daniel doesn't know how to handle that stuff. He's gotten so used to winning that he doesn't know how to lose like in a healthy way.
Yeah, and here, here's the thing. Here's what my thoughts on the ending. Daniel LaRusso is never willing to bend, to give. He could not do it with Johnny. Like, he was not willing to take on new ways of thinking in order to get the same results of winning and teaching the kids morals, values, ethics, and fighting.
Yeah.
So then he seeks out somebody else's style of
opportunist
when you already you weren't even compliant with being able to be adjusted, to be adjustable to Johnny's style. So you can bring in somebody different, but he's bringing in this guy because he feels like that they've learned their basics are the same, their foundation is the same.
Yeah.
But him and this guy was enemies at one time. Like, how you think that's gonna go?
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think, and it's working for him. Like, but the entitlement that you get to pick and choose, and everybody's supposed to rally around poor Daniel and help him when he's not getting his way, is pissing me off. And it's present in the kids as well. It pisses me off the fact that this all could have been avoided. I'm not saying budge, but just like, you wouldn't even give it a chance, really. Sam had to completely defy you to show you that this is how it needs to be, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, come and help me. You guys aren't in it, but you can be over here. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like so ridiculous. But anyway, so where does that leave Johnny? Are we?
Johnny's got to go to Mexico to get Miguel back.
No, Johnny got to get Chris out of jail. How about that?
Well, there's so much happening.
Chris and Silver are enemies now. There is no more Cobra Kai under their leadership.
There is so much going on.
So Johnny
here.
got to figure it out. Either he gonna team up with Chris and they're gonna resolve their differences, or it's gonna be a threesome over at Miyagi-Do, and I don't know. I don't know.
I don't blame Miguel. I'd be like, fuck all y'all, I'm leaving.
Miguel's like, out of this bitch.
Right.
Like, if adults can't figure it out, I don't know how y'all gonna help me figure it out. Like, fuck this.
Like,
I'm out.
It's truly, it's a telenovela.
It is.
It's that part where Silver set Kreese up. That's straight out of no, like,
and toasted with his own damn self.
Right.
I'm like, what?
So
with classical music in the background.
Right.
Oh my lanta.
I don't know how season 5 is gonna go. It's so many direct. The thing that this show has been pretty consistent is keeping me on my toes and in terms of trying to predict where the story is gonna go.
Yeah.
There's no way for me to do it. And I'm always gonna try to do it, but I like the fact that I continue to be surprised.
Right. Yeah.
So for you, let me ask you this season, if you had to pick a MVP character, who would that go to? Who would you give that to?
Ooh, MVP. Let me think. I mean, Terry Silver's character brought it. His character brought it. I mean, from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't even any of the kids for me this year, because I feel like we saw the same old thing, just in a different
light. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So to me, Terry Silver's character brought it. Secondly, would probably be Kenny's character.
Yeah.
Seeing the transformation of Kenny.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I am going to give it to Terry Silver, because his arrival in this series has turned everything upside down.
Yes.
On top of that, the performance that he gave when he was basically triggered from the war, that lip quiver, that was like,
yeah,
he manipulated the hell out of all of us watching this series, because you didn't know where he was going to go, and where he landed. Shit.
Not only so it's not only did John, so Kreese came in, took the dojo from Johnny.
Stole it.
Johnny came in and built the foundation, and Kreese was like, give me that.
Yeah.
And now you've seen the same thing happen with Silver and Kreese, where Kreese took it over, but here you have Terry, who has the money to expand it.
Exactly.
And he's like, basically sets him up for attempted murder, and he didn't took his dojo.
Yeah.
I mean, this dojo is the easiest dojo to take. I mean, it's like, who won the next?
That's bad. That is so bad. But yeah, Thomas Ian Griffith's Terry Silver has turned this series upside down in a good way. It has really changed the dynamic, and I'm here for next season. Like, we already know we finna watch this whenever it comes out, So
how long is the wait?
That's the sucky part. There's always a year wait to get to the next one. So let's check out the Blerd meter on a scale of 1 to 10. Dia, how would you rate season 4?
Ooh, it's pretty up there. I'm gonna give it an 8, because I know season 5 gonna bring more. I know season 5 is gonna bring, because I feel like every season has been a build up to even a better season. So they're doing a really good job with keeping everything on track with the build ups, man. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah.
I know season 5 gonna be lit.
I'm right there with you. I was gonna give it an 8 also, only because from where season 3 ended up to here, I've noticed a really a maturation of the performances, not just from the veteran of Thomas Ian Griffith coming in, But from Johnny Lawrence, Miguel, and even this last episode with Robbie, the emotion that's coming through in these performances is like, it's pretty strong. And I feel like the sign of a good movie and a good character and a good actor is anything that can manipulate your emotion to make you basically hate them one moment, feel sympathy one moment, finding those little parts of them where you can relate to. They've done a great job. But I agree with you. I'm going to give it an 8 because there's no telling where season 5 is going to go.
Can't wait.
Let me ask you a quick prediction.
What?
So now that Kreese is in the clink, Tori knows the silver through her match, so she would win. Does she stay with Cobra Kai, or where does she go?
I think she will in the beginning. I think she will about halfway through season 5. I think the guilt of it will eat her up. Now, what she'll do with that, I don't know. But I think immediately she will continue to ride with Cobra Kai. Because she doesn't know that she fears the unknown. She fears the unknown. Where's she gonna go? Eagle Fang?
Well, here's what I think, and I think that's why they set it up like this. Now Robbie's making his exit, and they have a bond. They have an understanding. All it's gonna take for Robbie to jump ship and her see that, or him say something to her, understanding how she won her match, I think she would follow him.
I could see that. However, if you take those two characters who basically are keeping Cobra Kai afloat, you take them away and you put them with one of the other dojos, then who makes Cobra Kai other than Kreese and Silver? You have no students. So that's why I say she'll stick with Cobra Kai for a little bit.
For a while.
Right?
Yeah. I can see that. I can see the legacy Cobra Kai members, or the champions, I guess, starting to unravel a little bit. I think Kenny coming in this season and then Silver coming in and them seeing kind of the behind the scenes of what Silver has done. They've all gotten to a point, specifically Tori and Robbie, they've gotten to a point of wanting to grow, wanting to be better than what they've been told they could be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I think that's all they really want as teenagers, is to break the cycle of whatever's happened and come out on top. And that was the appeal of Cobra Kai, because Cobra Kai, you always win, but there's life beyond the valley.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be interesting though if Johnny Lawrence and Kreese teamed up to take Cobra Kai back?
I don't want that to happen. Don't you dare, Johnny Lawrence.
I said, wouldn't it be interesting? I did not say it would happen. I said, wouldn't it be interesting to see Kreese and Johnny Lawrence team up to achieve a goal? That's all I said.
It would, but I'd be like, Johnny, you a damn fool. Don't know.
Because we know Johnny has a weak spot for Kreese as well.
He does, but I want him to grow as well and stop thinking that he needs to have other people to support Johnny. For all the things that he is and for all the things that he isn't, he's decent. I feel like he's decent, and I feel like you know what you're getting with him.
He's an occasional drunk. He needs
people. It happens. Like he had a reason. Look,
he needs people. He needs that little push.
But I do want that growth to come. I want him to not be in a position where he feels like he has to have someone backing him up, or a Daniel LaRusso has to throw him crumbs for him to feel great. Like I think he's an awesome character, and I think he's more capable than what he gives himself credit for. So maybe with love in his life and sons, stepsons, maybe I hope that changes him for the better.
Yeah.
Wow, man. This was a good season.
It was a good season. It was.
And I got to watch it with you, with all your outstanding, fun commentary. Like, honestly, you guys, this has been truly fun because, again, it's nice to get different perspectives. And I think this is probably the first time we've actually watched something more than a 2-hour movie together and like really dove into it and broke it apart. So
yeah, definitely. Yep.
So hopefully we get to do it again. You guys, this has been great. Again, drop down in those comments. Let me know what was your high point from the season, who was your MVP, and what ranking you give it on the Blerd meter. Until next time, we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Dia.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts.